causing this country to bleed, but widespread abuses are coming to light. They're going to cause trouble in Nelson tonight.
Trouble? Right here in River City?
No, in Nelson, and in Keene, and even in Manchester, and Boston, and New York, with a capital T that rhymes with E that stands for fool.
What?
Fool. P-H-O-O-L.
I don't want to criticize Sweet Maiden so squirrely, but aren't we on this stage a little bit early? And I don't want to make a mummers play couples plus, but shouldn't you speak in Susian couplets?
Oh, make room here, I say. You come to bring mirth on this cold winter day. And by God, we need it. This year's a bummer. Not so much fun for this once-a-year mummer. Each solstice, the sun dies into the long night. Ice storms, snowstorms, dim candlelight. So we gather together to relive the story of dragons and maidens, St. George and his glory, and we get through the cold time, the dark of the year, till the sun blazes back and the summer draws near. But this year feels different. And I fear the reason is that dark times aren't here for just one season. I'm scanning the text of these Mother's Play pages, and it looks like we're in for a spell of dark ages. Where the fool in the White House is also the dragon, and he and his cronies set tails a wagging on the backside of racists and immigrant trashers, of assault weapon lovers, and Hollywood flashers. Polluters are grinning, Klansmen are dancing, high-profile creeps confuse rape with romancing. And our old vices are once again new. I'm feeling discouraged.
Well, guess what? Me too!
Whoa. Father Christmas, what are you doing here? Why did you show up so early today?
I think I've arrived at the right time, my dear. I'm here when I should be. Never you fear. I left home tonight just after dusk on the Hyperloop built by my friend Elon Musk. So, Rue, what's the matter? Are you always this gloomy? I don't think your soliloquy seemed very, roomy. Well, it's time for our story, it's time for our play, it's time to drive the darkness away.
But why did you come in so early tonight? I'm always gone first.
Can't you see that's not right? Rune's pissing and moaning is missing the point of one major problem that's hurting this joint. It's the source of my sadness, the source of my gloom.
Oh, do you speak of the elephant in the room?
I speak of a monster that's both red and blue. It chased me here, and it's stalking you too. You don't always see it, but it's always there. In a pinch, in a touch, in a grope, in a stare. It takes what it wants, and it wants what it sees. And it thinks it deserves whatever it please.
Oh, I know what you two are talking about. White male privilege. There's no need to shout. Well, I am your ally, and I have your back. I'll protect you two ladies. If protection you lack.
Why, Rue, my old friend, after all of these years of villains and fools and maidens and beers, you finally got it. Your words are quite tender. You figured out old Father Christmas's gender. Really, you ladies? Protect us, you will? Not a role for a privileged white male to fill.
This is confusing. I am a nice guy, but I say the wrong thing, though I'm sure I don't know why. I know I was born with an unearned advantage, but I never abuse it. Any advantage.
You are the hero that we need to save us from despicable bad guys that today's culture gave us. You walked onto the stage and you didn't see us. Even though we have all rehearsed and rehearsed, you assume I'm the guy, so I always go first. You started in talking, but we had begun. You didn't take note of us. Wasn't that fun? You gave a big speech, and then, once you were spent and pleased with your words, you deigned to relent to give us some space to say a few lines.
This sort of crap happens too many times.
Sorry. You're right. I shouldn't assume that in the room where it happens, I am always the room. You are wise and courageous, and I believe what you say. What is your name, man?
They call me Kofefe.
Well, fair maid Kofefe, we are in distress. I'm sorry I've caused you this undue duress, but if I'm not mistaken, you must confess that the fool in the playhouse is causing this mess.
He's part of this problem, and he sure makes it worse. With one hand on my bottom and one hand on my purse. That deplorable toddler we'll all have to face, but he's more of a symptom of our country's disgrace. Look, I was an actress. I don't like to grouch, but I've had to face more than one casting couch. And I have been ogled by more than one boor who smirked as he burst through my dressing room door. And I have been grabbed and I have been kissed by frat boy executives who like to insist that they could just treat me as one of their toys, because men will be men and boys will be boys. There he is, the dragon, the infant, the fool, defiling our country with his ignorant rule. How could we such a moron choose?
Look her up. This is fake news. Come down your throat, grab her there, and watch her go. I'm the biggest, I'm the best. Bigly, 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 I'm the best.
It's pretty simple, although also imperious.
Looks like an infant. Is he really serious?
I'm the biggest, I'm a viper.
He's a toddler in a diaper.
I'm all grown up.
Holy crap!
We'll all be blown up!
Me. Watch that news and alt TV. Tweet whatever comes to mind. Leave my chief of staff behind. Ignore the FBI report. Fire Spicer and Manafort. Scaramucci was a douchey. Just like me, a drooling douchey. Carl Icahn, Michael Flynn, watch the bloody fun begin. Reed Strebus, James Comey, Steve Bannon, all baloney. Cozy up to Uncle Poop, sell the guns and start the shooting. This is fun, it's going well. Send the country straight to hell.
We need a hero, someone to stop him. Can't wait till 2020 to top him. I can't even wait for a new midterm Congress.
Confefe, I'd like to have Congress.
Oh, he's acting like a doggo.
Come with me to Mar-a-Lago.
He's a monster!
He's a zero.
I'm calling Amazon. We need a hero. Same-day shipping, sent by drone.
Here, you can use my phone.
You lip-tart snowflake. They'll send 2 grooves from the tofu aisle inside Whole Foods. Come on, Confefe, let's get started. I got small hands, but I'm big-parted.
Oops. If this is Christmas, it isn't merry.
Indeed, we are all need sanctuary.
We need a rest.
We need a breather.
Alternative fact, you're getting neither. There's no need to wail and shout as freedom's light starts fading out, as you endure my tweets and rages, as we slide towards the next dark ages. My minions long for what has been, to make America great again. We know our place. It will be nifty to go back to those well-loved 50s.
The 1950s? Be a bore. But that is what they're longing for. Gays and blacks they could ignore before our country lost the war.
Yes, when we were always winners, patriots and never sinners. Back before we lost that war and forgot what we all stood for. It's back to the 1850s then. You'll fight the Civil War again. White lives will matter, the rich will rule, coal will be king, and kings will be cruel. Girls and minorities meekly will cower, while rich white men wield all of the power.
I can't stand it anymore, Mr. Jordan. I think I'll go visit a national park.
You'll sell them or raise admission. My pal Stinky Sinky has made that decision.
Well, fine then. I'm going back to the pole. I'll sit on the sea ice and recharge my soul. I'll hang with my reindeer and narwhals and elves away from your nonsense. We'll take care of ourselves.
I'm replacing your reindeer with Chevys and Fords. Now that I have withdrawn from the Paris Accords, you'll all be such losers, you grim dirges belting, as you sit there and cry with the polar ice melting.
Then I'll snuggle up with my sweet Arctic lover in his sexy long johns under the covers. Oh, my worries and recharge my soul.
I've withdrawn my support for free birth control. So you better be careful. There's no assurance that your pills will be covered by any insurance. And you can go to school to uplift your mind, because Betsy Du Bois left schools all behind. And you can't go outside for a breath of fresh air, because Scott Pruitt's EPA causes despair. I'll just sit here and gloat as a dreamer's day ends. We'll pollute and we'll pillage and jail and deport with someone at justice and a packed Supreme Court.
Who is at justice?
I can't quite recall, but I think he might be the worst of them all. And if you get sick, you better beware, because you've all sabotaged Obamacare. Oh, my brave new world, you just can't abide, but you can't run away. There's no place to hide. My global reach touches everyone's life, and you, dear Covfefe, will be my fortune.
Then there's no more hope, no more joy, no more fun. With this chump and his cronies, there's no place to run. They're destroying this world that we've struggled to build. The light has gone out, the enlightenment killed. The loss of our freedom, the loss of our wages, he's dragging us back to the second dark ages.
This fool dragon's words are making me shiver. What's the status of our Amazon delivery?
Well, it says that our package will arrive very soon. An Amazon hero, right here in this room. Price was quite cheap, and the shipping quite snappy. Our Amazon hero, let's hope that the quality isn't too crappy. And if our Amazon hero crashes and burns, at least they assure us they'll give free return.
In comes your Amazon delivery man. I have a package for you out in my van. But I'm too scared to touch it. It hums and it rings like a beast from a movie.
I've seen Stranger Things.
But it's never been seen before in this town. It could be a monster from the upside down. Can you help bring it in?
I hope that our hero is able to win.
It's big.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think it is?
Hero at home. Well, let's have a look at our Amazon hero.
Well, if they sent the wrong order, I might shed a tear. I think that this bottle might be very gripping.
Well, if not, at least there's free return shipping.
Right out of the box, I can't be contained by chains or by locks. You wanted an Amazon hero? You got one. You wanted an adventure? I'm sorry, I'm not one.
Your hero's a shero. I expected a wussy. I'll force her to kiss me, then grab her.
Stop! Oh, you are revolting, a fool and a snob. Son of a jackal, I am born of a god and an Amazon queen. Fierce and valorous too. I don't like to fight, but I'll deal with you. I was raised on an island far away from this land which is under a shadow. This I quite understand. I was taught not to be sarcastic and jokey, but fool dragon trump. You are clearly no Loki.
Immigrant lesbian, no doubt illegal. Your family's background seems far from regal. I don't think you should belong here at all. If you come back again, you'll be stopped by my wall. Me. Stream a movie on TV. I'm the biggest, I'm the best. Grab Wonder Woman by her.
Let's help out Robert Mueller. Fighting is fun. Can you hold this for a second? The truth is crueler. Sorry that your head is sore, but tell me, who is it you're working for? Is it Loki? Is it Zeus? Surely it's not Dr. Seuss.
Never, I'll never say a word.
Oh, yes, you will, you ignorant turd.
No more denials. No more convoluting.
Okay then, I say it, I'm working for Putin. Well, people don't care. They don't care if it's true. The people love me and they don't care for you. You can write in the papers, can show from the roofs, but my pumpkins don't care at all for the truth. They care about labels, they care about things, but they don't care about who's pulling my strings. And they'll rise up with their flags and their fears. They will keep me in office for 7 more years.
No, I will inspire them to rise and resist, to seek truth and goodness. On this I'll persist. I think you are Loki. I think you are rotten. But the people aren't stupid. The past won't be forgotten. They'll remember the Nazis, the liars, the crooks from stories and movies and history books. You can't lead them astray like ignorant cattle.
I think that I can.
Then we'll have to do battle.
First, we'll need a fair judge to determine the score of our fight to the death. I suggest Roy Moore.
Enough of your bombast, your lies, and your spite. Now, go choose a weapon, then shut up and fight.
Well, that's a relief, and it has to be said that we're all a bit glad that Fool Dragons did. But it doesn't change much, and it doesn't make sense that Fool Dragon Trump becomes Dragon Fool Pence with Ryan McConnell right there in the wings. I don't think we have a good reason to sing.
But the Fool Dragon's gone, and he was one reason for the hideous acts we've been seeing this season. And through boorish behavior and expressions of hate, though boorish behavior and expressions of hate will not go away, they just might abate. He was the leader, the harasser-in-chief, and now we might get some kind of relief. From rape and impunity, from men's grabbing hands, from sneering and leering, from men high and grand, from beating up immigrants, from forcing the young to partake in events that should not have begun. No more Weinsteins and Frankels. They'll have to think twice and remember the adage. You have to be nice.
It is all very nice, and that play is almost done, but there is one trial left, and it will not be fun. For the sun to come back and the dark time to end, our hero must fall. Let the music begin.
Terrible! Horrible! What have they done?
Told you before that it wouldn't be fun.
What a bummer that they locked her. Rum, I think we need a doctor.
Is there a doctor in the house? Any woman or man? Any he, she, or they who can do what they can? I didn't like watching the rapper team ender. Is there a physician of any or no gender?
Well, in comes I, your Amazon delivery man. If I cannot help her, then nobody can. I was on Themyscira the day she was born, on a midsummer's eve at the break of the morn, on that magical isle. In the midst of a dream, she was born of a god. She was born of a queen.
I don't get it.
Amazon.
Princess, it's true, a godchild, but what's that to someone like you?
Well, when the queen found herself in a pregnant condition, delivery man, I'm a trained obstetrician. I have always delivered the Amazon girls. There are more than you think in that Amazon world. And here's some good news. It seems they've agreed that no, not a need, but a few thousand Amazons are just what you need. So I've come to bring them here to your nation. Amazon's prime. You should feel some elation. If your misguided men and man-boys keep choosing to take from our women what they are refusing, these Amazon furies will help them to learn, through methods quite sweet or methods quite firm, that they'd better learn to treat all with respect, and also to find better folks to elect.
Well, that's more good news, but now can you cure our brave Wonder Woman lying dead and demure? You delivered her there, delivered her here, but can you bring her to life? That isn't quite clear.
Well, I bet she'd wake up if we all sang along.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right. Yeah.
She's a god and a princess.
She's a god and a princess. She doesn't need us to bring her to life. Oh, can't you all see that Diana's just waiting until you are ready to be her disciples? Fair, kind, and steady. To each join her movement, to each be her sister. We can all be Amazons. Even you, mister.
Okay, I'm ready. So are these folks patiently waiting to the end of our jokes. So how do we call her? A prayer? A song?
I bet she'd wake up if we all sang along.
Like with chariots of cherubim chant?
With chariots of cherubim chanting and seraphim singing Hosanna, and choirs of archangels a caroling come. Hallelujah,
voice will dwindle and die, and muskets and sabers and swords shall be sundered. Surrender to the sound that is sweeping the sky, and the shoes of the mighty shall dance to new measures. The jackboots of generals shall jangle no more, and sisters and brothers and fathers and mothers agree with each other in the end to all more. With chariots of cherubim chanting, seraphim singing Hosanna, and the choir of archangels a caroling low. Hallelujah, hallelujah, all the angels are trumpeting glory. In praise of the Prince of Peace.
Hello. It's so nice to see your face. This surely is a lovely place. A place of rest, a place of light, a place of peace on this longest night. A sanctuary like my home, a place where you are not alone. A place to dance, and not the least to gather strength to face the beast. The dragon isn't really dead. He'll soon be back to raise his head, but we'll be with you through the dark, to kindle in your hearts a spark of resistance, a spark of grace, a spark of faith in the human race. So, join hands together, and never you fear. We wish you good night, and a happy new year.
Line up for contra dance.